All right, so today we are still talking about vocabulary from the 1920s. Like we talked about last class, we were kind of just skimming the surface of what exactly the 1920s was and the different words that were used and different things that were known. But today we're actually going to be matching some of the pictures with some of the vocab words to kind of put a picture in your mind that matches. So it's not just reading a definition, seeing a definition, it's putting a picture in your mind for the word, so you actually see what that word represents. So the first one that we are going to look at is, can anybody tell me what this picture means, where it says prohibition ends at last? Does anybody remember what the prohibition was? Yes, it was prohibition was when they ended the consumption and the sale of alcohol. So which one of these, if you ended it, it had to be later. So which one of these would be one that goes with something you ended and something that happened later? All right, good job. Yes, it is the 21st Amendment, because 21st. So since we just answered that one where it says the 21st Amendment, which was the prohibition ends at last, that was the end of the prohibition because of the 21st Amendment. All right, how about, since we're on the amendments, how about the 18th Amendment? Which one was the 18th Amendment? It is actually this one. The 18th Amendment, when it said U.S. was voted dry. So a way to remember your amendment numbers are, for at least for prohibition, can be that the 18th Amendment was when alcohol was prohibited for the consumption and sale. So it says U.S. was voted dry. So that means no more alcohol, so voted dry. So 18th, you can't buy alcohol when you're 18. So then they brought it back, and when they could sell it again, that was the 21st Amendment. So remember, by when you turn 21, that's when you can go and buy and consume alcohol legally. So let's move on to, how about, all right, the next word is jazz. Which one of these pictures looks like something that could have to do with jazz? Because that's kind of the 1920s is the age of when the jazz music era kind of became. And it's when it really got real popular because of things like speakeasies and the Harlem Renaissance. All right, yes, it is this picture. Good job. So it's that one. All right, the next word is flappers. Now, which one of these pictures looks like something that would be a flapper? Does anybody know? All right, which one do you think it is, Michaela? All right, you think it's her? All right, good try, but it's actually this picture of this lady. So the flappers were women that wore dresses that were shorter than the knee. They smoked, they drank, they did things that women normally wouldn't do. Whereas this picture looks like a woman who is at her job and is working. So it's not going to be that one, but good try, good job. All right, and so we did the 18th, we went to the 21st, we did jazz, flappers. Okay, last one. So the Scopes trial. The Scopes trial, or also known as the Scopes monkey trial, was when the United States went to talk about when America started, when in schooling they wanted the Scopes monkey trial. Basically, they said that the United States in the schooling system could not teach, they didn't want them to teach the thought of evolution, so we're saying that humans came from monkeys and things like that. They wanted to teach that everybody came from God, the Bible, that's where everybody started from. Whereas the Scopes monkey trial is how we start to learn about evolution, like in science class. So this is that one, where it's Anti-Evolution League. Basically, there were people who are against the anti-evolution teaching that in schools and having students learn that. That was kind of the stepping stones of starting to get that into our schooling. So here are the vocabulary. These are some of the top main vocabulary words. I know we talked about a few other ones last class, but we will continue working on this. We will start maybe doing some projects with them. Somebody might be talking about flappers. Somebody might be doing a PowerPoint or project over the Scopes Monkey Trial, over jazz music. Somebody might be able to come in and play the saxophone. Who actually knows? Because it definitely isn't me, because I can't play the saxophone. But we will continue working on this, and good job, guys.